I'll tell you where some of the anger, I think, reflected from the public is coming from. And this is something that Karan also said. Many in the public were hoping for a much greater level of holding the government accountable as far as Manipur was concerned. And it was a wasted opportunity. At the end of the day, this is a democracy which most people dismiss, I think is extremely important, because ultimately it's the optics that make people go, and vote in addition to everything else. So, Karan, to me, the big takeaways from yesterday are there were two occasions in which Manipur came up majorly. One was when the Home Minister made his big speech. He called for a resolution, a joint resolution by all members of the House. That didn't happen. That was interpreted as the opposition, seeing that as a trap. Then you had the Prime Minister speak about it, but the opposition walked out. It just seems like it was about optics and not about substance. That's what the vote was about.
I think, Shiv, as far as the Home Minister is concerned, I'll give him credit. He has gone to the minutest details of what really transpired. He discussed how he spent 3 days there. The MOS spent 23 days. How 33,000 battalion, the personnel were deployed there. How the secretary was changed, and the entire details. So I don't think we can say the Home Minister shied away from a debate or didn't go into the specifics. He did go into the specifics, unlike Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi could have asked such tough questions. I mean, people do a much better job on your news shows asking the government some hard questions. But Rahul Gandhi squandered it away. He totally wasted an opportunity when all eyes were on him, by the way. That was his maiden speech after return. Everybody was waiting to hear from him, and he squandered it away, talking about his psychedelic experiences and his knee injury and God knows what all. So let's not paint everyone with the same brush. The Home Minister is the star in the sense that he's come out and said, listen, this is what happened. This is what the history of it has been. How Northeast has been neglected for decades together. How, ever since this government took over, for 6 years, there was no curfew, no blockade, nothing till May 3rd. Okay. And yes, what happened on May 3rd was unfortunate. He's owned up that. He said, yes, let's work together towards a peaceful solution. Did they come up with a single solution except for that the CM should resign? What a stupid suggestion. When you are going through turbulent seas, you don't ask the captain to resign. You come up with solutions.
10 months before the elections, one will expect some things like these to happen. But I also want to point out that if the opposition, as part of a no trust vote, has used that platform, and I believe absolutely rightly so, to highlight all of the government's different failures, things that it should be held accountable for, price rise, unemployment, the thali that you're talking about, T.R. Balu talked about certain other things as well. I think that it is a little rich for the opposition to then find fault with the Prime Minister, to use that same platform he's been granted or imposed on him to list his achievements and failures of past governments. That's the way politics works. There can be indignation about it, but remember, 10 months before an election, every opportunity is going to be an election platform. That's how it's going to be. Rahul Gandhi, in my personal view, can never be faulted on lacking empathy, anger, ferociousness as far as these issues is concerned. And hopefully we'll see much more of this on the road to 2024.